was that? That's gonna be an outtake. Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new Reaction and Review UK, Act 3 of our video game month. Normally I would just film these on the weekend, but I've had a really bad day. I was kind of ill yesterday, and so I figured what better way than just to relax and unwind and just to put a movie on, you know, just a really simple thing to do. Obligatory video game cameos. You already know what we're going to be covering, so let's just delve right into it. This is an infamous movie for some and a guilty pleasure for others, but today's movie is going to be Street Fighter the movie. I am a fan of the Street Fighter franchise. I would say it is my favourite video game franchise, second place being Tekken, third Soul Calibur, and fourth being Smash Brothers. I'm not much of a Mortal Kombat fan, or Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, and I personally think Dead or Alive sucks. And Virtua Fighters, I'm amazed it's still around. So, it's been a while since I've watched this, so does it still hold up? Well, let's find out together. I'm not feeling too brilliant, so we're going to need something a little bit stronger today. So, it's time to kick back, relax, and let's have a fight with Street Fighter. Well, at least this movie acknowledges that it's based on a video game. I don't remember the Tomb Raider movie or Final Fantasy saying, this is based on the blah blah blah, so you gotta give this movie credit at least. At least it acknowledges what it's based on.
We were able to get Bison to break radio silence.
Oh, we were able to make Bison break radio silence. Hello, I'm Shitty Pop Singer Kylie Minogue, and this is me playing Cammy. Why? I've got no bloody fucking idea, Governor. Who wants a bunk up behind the bike sheds?
Oh, sorry, my Daisy dumbass just came out there.
Call it a wake-up call, gentlemen.
I like it how whenever Street Fighter is presented in Japanese media, you know, television, cartoons, comics, whatever, Ryu is the main character, yet whenever Street Fighter is presented in Western media, Guile is the main character. Makes me wonder if there was a British Street Fighter movie, what would Cammy be the main character? Actually, that sounds like a terrible idea. Forget I just said it. I like it how it says Capcom on the barrel there. Makes me wonder if that's what they tossed Mega Man out in. Oh, don't hate. I know you're going to anyway.
They talked about trust, honor.
I like it how only now they're making a reference to Ryu's character. You really think your sensei would appreciate you weapon smuggling? Do you ever think about that one, Ryu Hoshi? If that is your last name.
Quick, change the channel.
I'm Zangief, I am bad guy. Hi Zangief. Wow, this movie has every single character from the game. The only people it's really missing, though, is people like Fei Long and Akuma. Although, to be fair, they did put Akuma in the actual video game based off the movie. For better or worse. Probably the closest we're going to get to the Psycho Crusher in the movie, so you get a C- in effort movie. C-.
He was a brave man.
I hardly knew him. In fact, I never had screen time with him. Why am I saying this? Zangief confused. Ah. So, that was Street Fighter. We'll just put a stop to that. Okay. I know what I'm going to hear for this. I know people are going to say that, oh, this movie is shit, it's horrible because of X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to get too much into what everybody has already said about this movie. I mean, yes, Jean-Claude's ridiculous, the acting's a bit weak, but to be fair, when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was a good movie. And let's just break this down. Okay. The casting for this movie, it's hit or miss. There are some characters who were casted brilliantly. I mean, the guy who played Zangief was pretty good. The actress who played Chun-Li, I thought she did a good enough job. I don't know her name, so I'll refer to them by their characters, so we're not confused here. Obviously, the missed choices were characters like Guile, Cammy, and that was Kylie Minogue. Not to mention, I never really picture Ryu and Ken as gun smugglers, but rather what they're supposed to be, martial artists, who trained under a wise master and whatever. To be fair, I mean, some of the better casting choices was M. Bison, who really steals the show in this movie. He did an honest-to-God performance. The story in itself, I think the biggest handicap this movie has is that it's based off a video game franchise. You're only limited to what you can do, and to be honest, it's a below-average, war terrorist story thing that just happens to be based on a video game franchise about fighting. That's the biggest problem I find with it. Another weird, running theme I found with the movie is, all the Western characters, albeit, America, maybe England and whatnot, they're the good guys, but characters from Japan, Russia, and whatnot, are the villains. I know DJ's a bad guy, but he's from Jamaica, but you get what I'm trying to say. It has that weird sort of American theme thing going on. I wasn't particularly fond of that. The effects, it's below average. I guess the only reason what stops me from really giving this movie a scathing review is the fact that it's a really guilty pleasure for me, this movie. I mean, yeah, it's cheesy, but I guess it's what you people call so bad it's good. And I will say that this is not the worst video game movie I've ever seen. That honor, and that honor alone, still holds true to the Resident Evil movie series, the live action, not the CG movie thing. And besides, those movies fucking sucked. At least Street Fighter, it has the characters, it has a similar setting and whatnot. It didn't just make shit up like Alice, for example. And you all know how I think about that, or how I feel about that. This is what I get for drinking when I'm watching a video. So if I'm slurring my speech, drink it. Although, to be fair, it doesn't throw in all the characters. I know, Akuma and Fei Long are absent from this movie, and thank God they didn't bring in the alpha characters as well. Oh, Jesus. The movie does get a lot of things wrong. I mean, Chun-Li is not supposed to be a reporter, and as I said, Ryu and Ken are not weapon smugglers. That's where I feel the movie kind of missteps, but, what can you really do with all that sort of stuff? And, to be fair, like I said, I've seen worse, and judging by what we're going to be reviewing next, oh, sweet Jesus. I think overall, the only thing I can say about this movie is you've got to be in the right frame of mind to watch it. I mean, if you're into those sort of so bad it's good movie, then you will like this. If you're a Street Fighter purist who doesn't mind a little joke and have a sense of humor about yourself, you may like this. But if you're one of those people that judges everything by today's standards and hates corny shit, you will hate this. You can't say any fairer than that. You can find this movie really cheap as chips now, off of Amazon, many websites, or if you're lucky, you can find it on YouTube, or maybe Netflix. I haven't really got Netflix yet, so I can't really tell on that one. And to be fair, this is not the worst movie based off a fighting game franchise, and from what I heard about our movie next time, oh boy. With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of Act 3 of Reaction and Review UK Video Game Month. I have been Random, take care, and I'll see you all in the near future. Peace.
Of course!
And there it is. There's that stupid joke all you sheep love so much. There you go.
See that, did you?